in the mirror.
You was looking at me so perfectly, a long way from where it's supposed to be.
Good morning, friends. Happy Tuesday. Welcome back to another vlog. I just made my coffee and I accidentally put a double shot of espresso in it because I grabbed the wrong Nespresso pod, but I'm starting to think that the universe was trying to tell me something because it's the most Monday feeling Tuesday ever. I'm working from home today and I'm so glad to be working from home because it's so gray and gloomy out. I needed that extra time this morning where I didn't have to commute to just like mentally prepare myself to do this day. But I have 4 meetings today and 2 big things that I need to check off of my to-do list. I'm excited because this week is actually a pretty exciting week. I was gonna start the vlog yesterday, but I truly just did not have it in me to start the vlog on Monday. I feel like that's just not gonna be a thing very often. Mondays are hard, but there's some cool stuff happening in my little life this week. Tonight, I am taking myself on a little solo date. I have really been into going to like see shows, and it is so stupid of me that I live in a city that has like really easy access to the arts and I don't take advantage of it. Like, I live not far from like all the theaters, like the Academy of Music, and I'm also in Philly, so like New York is right there, DC is right there. Like, there's just a lot of access and I really love the arts. When I went to London last year, which seems like so much longer ago, for my birthday trip, I went to go see Six, the musical, which I loved it. I loved it so much. Honestly, I was considering on that same trip going to see it again, but then was looking up tickets to see it in the States. And like, when I went to see Six in London, in the West End in London, I sat front row center and I paid £60. I look at tickets in the States and for $125 you can sit outside, so it makes no sense. But tonight I'm taking myself to go see Book of Mormon. When I started seeing that it was coming to Philly, I've never seen Book of Mormon, but I feel like it would be my vibe. I was like very put off by the ticket price, of course, but I kind of like stalked StubHub for a while and found a really good, like really well priced ticket. So we're gonna go tonight, and I think I'm going to eat dinner at home, but maybe go a little early and grab a little like drinky drink at the bar, like be cute, put out some good energy, see what happens. I have some other events and stuff that I'm gonna do this week as well. So yeah, I thought we would spend a couple of productive days together, relaxing, cozy fall days. It's officially October 1st, and like September to me is like the pregame to fall, but October, like, it is fall. I wanna go put a sweater on. I wanna wear hoodies every day. I want oranges and browns, like all the vibes. I love fall. I'm actually about to light a fall candle, I think, just to like get myself going. Okay, for lunch, I'm essentially doing a big chopped salad. For lunch today, I'm essentially doing a really big chopped salad. So I chopped up some turkey and cheese to throw in there. I'm basically doing like the sub in a tub, like a Jersey Mike sandwich in a bowl situation. So lettuce. I feel like most people use romaine, but I will never get sick of butter lettuce. Okay, so for toppings, I have some banana peppers and some jalapeno peppers, but I also have these baby little dill pickles, so we're gonna throw some of these in. Does this excite you as much as it excites me? We have a salad. I also made a little fake charcuterie plate. I have carrots, grapes, and cheese. There's hummus that I just have in the regular container because I am not dirtying another dish in this house. I have 40 minutes until my next meeting, and I need it to be a powerfully productive 40 minutes, even though all I want to do is lay on that couch right now.
It don't even matter if today was the worst day. Just remember what your kin say, that we breathe in just to breathe out, and we breathe in just to breathe out. It don't matter what you do, who you'll see, who you'll screw. Cause we breathe in just to breathe out, and breathe in just to breathe out.
I wish every day was a different day. I mean, I wish everybody had acted differently. I'm turned off from listening to bullshit. Off in the pulpit on this unit. I came back from Atlanta on the phone screaming, who's this? Nobody brought this to the point that I had, but I'm feeling real good and I'm happy. I ain't overly sad. I can say that, don't you feel me? I ain't overly sad. I said there's no time for shit, man. I ain't overly sad. Hey, I know you heard it, cause I said it with purpose, and you know that I know you feel so good. I know that it's worth it to be the smoothest I can be. Although you've heard it before, I know you cannot ignore the feeling I'm fit from 3.
I just wanna slow things down for a minute, make it all feel real good when I'm in it.
Ain't really anything that's tripping me up. I said it enough. You want a tip, I flip you a buck.
Good morning. It's like 7 a.m. and I'm really tired, but we have to go to the gym. And my hair is giving weird horns, but that's okay. We're just gonna go sweat anyway, so let's leave.
If you need to learn how to talk to a lady, ask your mum.
Going on, but my energy has shifted. My workout was good. I meant to ask my trainer to like film parts of it, but I didn't do it, and plus there are other people. It's a smaller like personal training gym, so it's actually like easier to film in there if I wanted to film myself doing workouts, but I don't know, maybe it's because it was leg day, and leg day is so hard. I don't know. I have a banana, I have work. I don't know. Something, it's just like the energy has felt so weird all week. I feel like it's because I'm not reading a book right now and it's throwing me off. So I'm just going to eat my banana and respond to these chats and try to make a dent in my to-do list before noon. It's currently 10 a.m. and drink some more water to help my muscles recover from the workout. And yeah, I'm just doing my best. And I think that to help restore order to the universe and get my energy together, these banana strings are doing a lot. When I take my break for lunch, which I have not a real break for lunch today, but when I do that, I will try to start a book. I was reading a novella and I just I wasn't getting into it. And I feel like if a book is 180 pages long and you can't get into it by like 30 pages, that's usually a sign that it's just not the book for you. So I'm gonna take that sign and go. But yeah, fingers crossed we can turn this day around, because I have an event tonight and I'm actually excited about the event, so let's get it together.
And lastly, this time
Good news, my client call went very well. I didn't have to present or share much, but we were presenting with another department the results of an influencer campaign that I did have to lead on this summer, which is really cool. Client was happy. Client is also lovely, so that went well. Now it's time to make some lunch. I remember that I have some leftover harissa chicken. I marinated some chicken in yogurt and the Trader Joe's harissa. Delicious. So I have that with some rice and some veggies. I'm just gonna warm it all up and get back to my desk because I have 45 minutes until my next call. I've been wanting to read the new Ta-Nehisi Coates book that just came out, The Message. So I downloaded that, and now I'm like, I have a random Audible credit. Should I also just like use that free credit to get it on audio? Because one, I feel like a nonfiction Ta-Nehisi Coates book on audio would be great. I'm super interested in the subject matter. He talks about basically, it covers, I believe, like his travels to Palestine, Senegal, and one other place that I'm blanking on. and just like the connection between the politics of all that and like what we take from that and the importance of writing and journalism and reporting the truth. So I feel like that would really hit on audio, but I don't even have a lot of time to listen to an audiobook today. I don't know. We're figuring it out.
Brian Little.
What is the process for your polling place change? Because I just assumed that like I was at one place in 2016. It was a smaller place. There were hundreds of us, so they moved me to a place where you could better accommodate like the flow of people. But like my logic is not everyone's logic. So like what's the reasoning or the process behind someone's polling place getting changed?
Yeah, if a polling place becomes too crowded, we may move it to a bigger location. It's possible there are better locations closer to the majority of voters in that division. And sometimes buildings just aren't available. So for example, the primary this past year was over Passover. So we lost all of our Jewish polling places.
Yeah.
The synagogues, the Jewish ones, we couldn't use them in the primary.
And how often or how long before an election should you check your polling place and know that it's not going to change?
Yeah. So by law, the commissioners are not supposed to change polling places after 20 days before the election.
Okay.
So that final vote will occur with 20 days out. And then if there's an emergency, a polling place catches on fire, it's happened. A polling place gets flooded, it's happened. You name it, I've seen it in the last 13 years. We have to actually go to court. And we have to get a court order defending the reason why a polling place would get changed within that 20-day window. And then we would notify the public as best we can, sending out postcards, posting signs.
Awesome. Thank you.
Brian Little.
All right, friends, we made it back home. I am in pajamas. I did my skincare and I'm chugging a big glass of water and spilling it on myself. I only had one drink at the event and I told myself before, I was like, I'm probably not gonna drink it all, but the first part of the event was a cocktail hour, so it felt kind of weird. I mean, I could have gotten something not alcoholic, but the Paloma was delicious, but I didn't even end up finishing it, which is good because it's a school night. Like, I have to be responsible. Now I'm home with my water and a little fake cootery board. It's pickles, carrots, and some cheddar cheese because I am that deeply in my 30s at this point. I realized that one, who do I think I am going out on a school night 2 nights a week? 2 nights in a row at that in the same week. Crazy. But I realized I didn't really explain to you guys what the event was, and it was such an awesome event. I'm so glad that I went. So basically this organization called Cyber Collective, which one of my best friends, she works for them, hosted this event with a bunch of local Black and brown influencers in Philly, with them and some local election officials to talk about how influencers are targeted with misinformation and disinformation from domestic and foreign threats during election seasons and not election seasons, but mostly because of the upcoming election. The information was really interesting, also really scary. They showed us like a presentation about how like basically this Russian information like bot was able to get an article planted on these websites that look like local news websites. So like the original article came from like Russian state propaganda, but then they were able to disseminate it in a way that made it like look like it was coming from real American journalists in small towns on small town newspapers. It was really well. So the information was good. The conversation was even better. We talked a lot about like the theme of the entire dinner was influencing with integrity, and what does it mean to influence with integrity. And I think my favorite part of the night was one of the hosts of the dinner asked each of the creators at the table like, what does it mean to you to influence with integrity? And I felt like everyone's answer was so like aligned with who I am. Like I felt like I was among creators who I just like felt so lucky to be in community with. But everyone talked about just like how important it is to us to protect our communities and protect our audiences, because I can speak for myself, and this is kind of what everyone at the table was saying, but we feel so deeply connected to our audiences. Like when I am responding to comments or talking with you all about like book recommendations and planners and pins, like it seems so one-off, but there are some of you who I know have been commenting and having conversations with me for years at this point. Like you've watched me grow up. I feel like I've been a part of parts of your lives. Like it matters so much to me. I would never want to do something that broke that trust or that impacted that relationship negatively. So a couple of things that I shared about what it means to me to influence with integrity, and I feel like this is important because obviously it directly impacts y'all. One, it is very important to me to always be authentic. Like I take it very seriously as a plus size Black creator, especially because there's so much pressure to like look a certain way, be a certain way, sound a certain way. And I never want any of you to ever see me in person and feel like you didn't get in person what you got on the internet. So I've never like edited a picture so I look smaller or taller or skinnier or anything, or lighter skinned or darker skinned. Like I'm very intentional about never wanting to do that. Another thing is like the brands that I work with. I would never work with a brand that I felt like didn't align with my personal values, and honestly our personal values. I know that a lot of you have very specific things that you stand for that are very closely aligned to me. Obviously that's why you're drawn to these platforms, and I would never want to do something shady to like make a quick buck. And with that in mind too, I would never do like a sponsorship or a partnership or a deal or have an affiliate code or a link and not disclose that to y'all. Like if I'm making money from something, I want you all to know about it. One, because I feel like y'all are so dope and cheer me on and you want to know when I'm getting like success and partnerships, but also because I just don't, it's so shady and it's so unnecessary, because if you're working with brands and partners you believe in, why would you not want to disclose that information anyway? Anyway, that was my biggest takeaway. I am yapping like it's not after 10 p.m. Definitely extroverted too close to the sun. I now need to just go into my bubble, my little zone of silence. So I'm going to do that. Tomorrow is going to be an in-office day. Noise canceling headphones on, try to get through the meetings and actually focus during my focus blocks. I did read one chapter of the new Ta-Nehisi Coates book, The Message, and Ta-Nehisi Coates with words is just like chef's kiss. Like he is really writing the hell out of this book. So I'm excited to get back into that. I probably will read a little bit more before I go to bed, but it's one of those books where the whole book I think is like 250 pages at most. And I know that 116 pages of that are the essay on Palestine. So because these are all essays, I don't know that there's going to be like natural stopping points short of reading an entire essay. And I don't know that I have an entire essay in me tonight, so we'll see how I end up doing it. I hate reading a book when there's not a natural stopping point beyond a chapter, like it's too long, because then it's just so awkward to stop, and I don't want to get uninvested or unengaged, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
the stuff that you've been worrying about. Never mind, other people tryna bring you down. Or never mind, all the things that's been going on. I just wanna never mind. Right now it's time to thank him. Thank you, Lord, for all you do for me, for all you've done for me, for how you loving me. Thank you, Lord, for how you care for me. You always there for me. You said you never leave. I just wanna never mind all the things going on in my mind. Never mind, right now just wanna thank him. What do you do? What do you do when you're going through? What do you do? What do you do when you're going through? I'm gonna dance like David, have faith like Abraham, prophesy like Jeremiah, pray just like Elijah. I'm gonna dance like David, have faith like Abraham, prophesy like Jeremiah, pray just like Elijah. You're so good to me, and I can't even speak. Sometimes all I can do is cry. Close my eyes, raise my hands, do a dance for you. Praise you, it's true to the one it belongs to. Thank you, Lord, for all
Here
you do.
is the final dinner situation. We have roasted sweet potato with some roasted veggies. This is like a frozen roasted veggie pack that I get from Sprouts. It has zucchini, squash, bell pepper, broccoli, onion. It's really good, really easy to just like add some extra veggie into your dinner. And then I did couscous. There's couscous under here, I swear. Always loud stuff outside when I'm trying to talk to y'all. And then I did the lamb meatballs. I feel like I vlogged most of me making those, but they have spinach in them. And then I made just like a quick Greek yogurt harissa sauce on top. It's literally just plain Greek yogurt and the Trader Joe's harissa. Mix them together, adds a good little bit of spice. Very creamy, very demure, very delicious. And normally I order out on Fridays. And this would have been a great Friday to order out because this week has truly drained the life out of me. But I don't know, it was also nice to just zone out and listen to my audiobook and make something good for myself. My best friend is on vacation in Mexico right now because she was in a wedding. And I FaceTimed her for a bit. And we are the best friends that like talk every day. And I had not talked to her since the day before she left for Mexico. So it was a very productive make dinner hour and a half because it took me a while to make this because I kept starting and stopping stuff. I'm gonna set you guys down. So to go with my dinner, I also have a cup that is like sweating because it was hot in my kitchen. But I am obsessed with this little drink. I feel like I'm a water talk girl. It is too heavy for me to hold up into the frame, but trust me, it is just like a ton of water. And I add 1 packet of the, I want to say it's called like Real Lime is the brand. It's the strawberry lemonade one. I'll list this in the description just so that you can click it if you want it. It's the strawberry lemonade one though. They have a bunch. There's like real lemon, real lime, real watermelon. I want to try more of them because I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I do, but it is bussin'. Ignore the water stain I just got because my cup is having some issues. But I do that and then I squeezed, I want to say it was like maybe a little more than 1/3 of a lemon into here and then like 1/2 of a lime, and there's still some like lime chunks floating in there just because the packet is not overly sweet, but it's just sweeter than I like. I would rather have my drink be a little tart, so I just add a bunch of lemon, a bunch of lime, and some ice, and it is so good and refreshing. They don't have like a ton of sugar and stuff in them. I know that like the Diet Coke girls are obsessed with the lime one in their Diet Cokes. Highly recommend if you need a fun water additive for the season. And then I just have my big Simply Modern. This is the 50 ounce, maybe 55, with plain ice water because if nothing else, I will be hydrated tonight. Today was a work from home day and I just tried to make a dent Again with all the noise outside when I'm trying to talk to my friends. Yeah, it was a work from home day. I got a big dent done in my list. This is deck that I've been working on forever. I spent a lot of time making good progress on that, so I feel like that's in a good place. But this week has just been such a weird week. I've been in and out of this funk for the whole week. I would say this week had a lot of peaks and pits where I did some stuff that really energized me and brought me back, and then I did some stuff that just drained the life out of me and brought me down. Tomorrow needs to be a content day. I have a sponsored post I need to film. I have really been enjoying being back on YouTube and getting to connect with y'all. The comments are always a good time over here. For the rest of the night, I'm gonna try to chill. I started editing and organizing some vlog footage while stuff was cooking, so I'm gonna get back to my laptop in a bit, but I'm going to eat this before it gets cold because it smells amazing. And I think I'm gonna take a pause from reading. I got another essay done in The Message by Ta-Nehisi Coates, which is really good. I also downloaded another book to my Kindle that I think I'm gonna start after, but I'm gonna take a reading break after I did get another essay in on that, and I'm still really loving it. The second essay is called Pharaohs, and it's about the first time that Ta-Nehisi goes to Africa. Oh my gosh, why am I gonna forget the country he was in? Oh my gosh, I want to say it's Senegal, but it's not Senegal. I don't know why I'm blinking. I literally just listened to this essay. A really good essay talking about how Black people deserve to have this kind of glorified, glamorized, fictionalized in a lot of ways views of Africa being this this promised homeland, that this storied place that we've imagined and heard talked about in specific ways, even though when we go back there we learn through actually understanding history that some things that we think happened in certain places didn't happen there, and it's a history that really is something that we made up to comfort ourselves, but we deserve that comfort. And how when he first got to on his trip, some of the things he had to unlearn because they were just racist, things that had his concept of what it would be like to be there, or assuming that certain countries wouldn't have certain infrastructure or things together, were a product of the racism that you grew up with when you grew up as a Black American. It was very good. I love the way that he is able to weave together past and present. He talks a lot about his dad, who was a Black Panther, and his childhood and how that has impacted. He talks about how he got his name. His name is an African name, even though Ta-Nehisi Coates' parents are two Black Americans. It was really interesting. The way that he writes is so captivating, and he narrates the audiobook. So if you're looking for a good nonfiction audiobook, it's shorter. I want to say it's under 3 hours because the book is relatively short. I think the book is under 250 pages. Highly recommend, because his voice on audio is perfect, even if you read at a faster speed. I know we've had our conversations about audiobook speed. I've been going between a 1.7 and a 2 for this so far, and it's been good. But I'm gonna eat, and I'm gonna watch the new season of Love is Blind because I heard it is messy boots, and I don't want to miss out. I have not been keeping up with TV at all. I did not watch what was it? The Ultimatum. There was another Ultimatum. I think there was a UK Love is Blind. I am behind on all the things except for the random documentaries I've been watching now and then. But I'm going to stay on top of this. So I'm going to watch a couple episodes. There's probably only 2 or 3 out already. Eat, edit, and then get ready for a content day tomorrow.
Oh, hello, Papa.
Love goes, your love, your love goes over and over. 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 Your love goes over.
I just warmed up some leftovers. My plating is abysmal. It's giving the one kid on MasterChef Junior, who you know from episode 1 is not gonna win. That's what this is giving. But it's almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon and I'm starving because I did not eat breakfast. I had coffee. I've been sitting here just organizing my day. I updated my planner. I'm still in this B6 Slim Nanami cafe notes that I'm using as a bullet journal. And so I just have my to-do list. These are some notes I took for a video that I'm working on. And I am just so enjoying having everything in one book again. It's making me very excited for next year. And I'm really liking the B6 Slim size. So I think I need to figure out what I'm going to do with the A6 planner that I bought because I'm clearly not going to be using it next year. Anyway, I'm just sitting here working on a thumbnail for tomorrow's vlog. Let's get a little meta. By the time you're watching this vlog should already be live on the channel. I'm trying to make my thumbnails a little more simple and less like collage-y, but let me know what you think of them. While I've been organizing vlog footage and warming up food, I did finish listening to The Message by Ta-Nehisi Coates. I'm giving it like a 4.5 star. I thought it was awesome. It makes you think. It is, I mean, his writing is just like so good and so inspirational. It's a faster read too. Like the book is basically comprised of 4 essays, and the center of the book is all about the importance of writing. So if you are a writer and you understand, like, or also if you are someone who keeps a journal, I think this will also resonate with you really deeply. Just the importance of documentation, of writing the truth, of telling story, of holding space for story. Like, as a writer, it really got me in my heart a little bit because I was like, wow, this is so important. And I don't think we're going to realize how important works like this are for probably like decades down the line, but it's so important. And it was so good, so well done. I really enjoyed it. Highly recommend it. Definitely recommend the audiobook. I went back and forth between reading on my Kindle and the audio, and I love that experience. At some point today, I will start another book because I feel like that actually helped to bring me out of my reading slump. September was definitely a slumpy month because I was sick for so much of the month, and then like every book, I read 2 books and they were both over 800 pages. So I just stressed my reading, I think, in September. So October, I want to have more fun, take more time with books, but also like get back into some of the stuff that I know feels really good to read. So I'm excited to start something new later, but I need to go out at some point and film content for a sponsored post that I have due next week. I need to eat first because I'm not going to go outside and do anything until I eat. I don't have to film everything for it today, but I want to at least get some like photos and some clips that I'll need for the content today. Okay, rudely, my camera died, which was so uncalled for. But anyway, slight angle switch up just to say I don't have to film everything for that post because I'm going out tomorrow and I can grab some content while I'm out tomorrow too. I'm mostly saying that because I don't really feel like leaving my house today. I want to be cozy so bad, but I also didn't close my rings yesterday, and I've been on such a good streak, and I was so mad at myself for not just like walking up and down the stairs a couple times and closing my exercise ring. So today I'm going to try to get some steps in. I've been doing really good with just like incorporating more movement into every day, and I want to keep that streak going because I'm just feeling really good about the trajectory I have in that space and how I'm meeting my goals. So I'm going to keep editing, eat. I have a podcast on. I was listening to the latest episode of The Read. That has been my favorite podcast for probably like the last 10 years. I don't know. This is the latest episode and it is funny per usual. So yeah, I'm going to finish listening to that, keep working on getting this thumbnail and vlog done so I can schedule it to go up tomorrow, eat my leftovers, and then I need to come home and just like have a little bit of introvert time. I extroverted so hard this week. I had an in-office day. I went to 2 events. Like, I need some time in my little bubble.
Someone that ain't even mine. So if you don't mind, can you come over tonight? It's fine, it's fine. I just need a little something from you. Don't wanna love up on you no more. I just wanna touch up on you. Feel that shit I used to like. late night.